may not look like it, but the sun is rising on this day here in Ishgard, and we are about ready to begin on our journey to a place that we've been wanting to get to for quite some time. However, I've decided that since there is something that I have not yet shown off in this Let's Play, I figured before we go to the task at hand, let's take care of these three things while we're in Ishgard. So with that in mind, greetings people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. So, last time we made our way here to Ishgard to give the Eye of Needhog, courtesy of Estenienne, to Cid, who is now using it to construct the etheric ram that we need to penetrate the barrier that surrounds Azys Lla, where the Archbishop of Ishgard, as well as the Asians, are currently located. However, before we embark on this journey, I decided that because we have seen highlights of the 3 new jobs, the 3 new warrior classes that are made available in this game, but have not yet shown them off properly, I think it's best that I do start to show them off now. So, because of that, we're going to make our way to start on checking out the 3 various new jobs, the 3 new warrior classes that are available here in Heavensward. And since we're over at the airship landing, it's conveniently located next to the first one that we're going to try. And that is for the new healing class in the game, the Astrologian. And so, we're going to hopefully speak with a person of interest here, Jean Quinard. Yeah, elaborate French names. So, Jean Quinard, good day to you, sir. Greetings and welcome to the Athenaeum Astrologicum. Might I ask what drew you here to this place of learning? Oh, what drew you? It was fate, or I am unsure. Well, let's go with I am unsure. As all of us are until we learn to open our eyes and see the answers which lie above us in the boundless firmament. And it was there in the stars that I read a man who would call upon the Athenaeum this very day. A man who would play an important role in my own life. Ah, but my apologies, even the most skilled reader cannot scry a name from the heavens. Would you be so kind as to give me yours, so that I might know who is to be my newest protege? Give Jean Quinard your name and become his protege? Yes, we do want to do that. Mathia! Well, I was not expecting that. But what is a name but an attempt by our begetters to wield power over the lives of their sons and daughters? Well, when you put it that way. Lives whose paths have already been foretold. In a sense, that is. My name is Jean Quinard de Durandere, and I am an astrologian for the Holy See. Remember that name, for it shall echo forevermore in the annals of Ishgardian history. Well, it will once I put it there. Once we put it there. And so, yes, we'll go ahead and speak with Jean Quinard to take on... Ooh, that's a 50? Aren't I supposed to start at level 30? Or do I have to take this quest at level 50? Okay, well, let's take this quest entitled Stairway to the Heavens. Jean Quinard of the Athenaeum Astrologicum simply cannot take his eyes off you. Now, where to begin? I suppose I could consult my divining deck for an answer, but that would be too easy now, wouldn't it? Very well, at the beginning it is. Astrology, or the reading of the stars, is a branch of a theological science which originated in distant Sharlayan. There have been astrologians in Ishgard for thousands of years, but it wasn't until 3 centuries ago when Adonel the Younger learned that the movement of the stars could also be used to foresee the movements of the Dravanian horde that the field became popular. Since then, what was once a single science has bifurcated into 2 similar yet ultimately different schools of learning. The Sharlayan school of astrology and the Ishgardian school, the former placing a focus on tapping celestial aether and transforming it into beneficial magics, or astromancy, and the latter specializing solely in determining the actions of our dragon enemies to the north. I am a student of the former, the only student of the former here in Ishgard, and have been actively seeking a partner with whom to conduct my research. Let's just say that my fellow astrologians here have been less than approving of my path, but that is simply because they are afraid of what they do not know. Once they do know of how Sharlayan astrology can benefit the sea and its soldiers, they will feel foolish for ever having doubted me. Us! You will be joining me, will you not? Walking the path that has been laid out before you, instead of stubbornly denying your fate, postponing the inevitable? Oh yeah, so we gotta speak with them again, I guess. I see you wasted no time making your decision. Like I say, the stars are never wrong. Alas, even a lifetime of study and training cannot unlock all the secrets written in those stars. Myself, I have been a student of the astromantic arts for more than 30 summers, and I still often misread the signs shown to me in the skies. Though my readings are far more accurate now than they were when I attended the Athenaeum in Sharlayan. Not the Sharlayan, mind you, the colony that once thrived in the Javanian hinterlands. I can recall my time there like it was but yesterday. The first 6 moons I was not even allowed to touch the deck of 60, let alone conduct a reading with the major arcana. Most of my time was spent in the scriptoriums, transcribing old tomes on astrological fundamentals such as the 6 elemental houses, divine duplicity, class triplicity, house modality and polarity, dignity versus detriment. That's only a mouthful, isn't it? I abhorred the task and would entirely pester my instructors as to when I might actually be granted the opportunity to weave a spell or perform a reading. It wasn't until the end of the 6th moon that I realized all that transcribing had prepared me with the essentials I would need to do those very things. Amazing how teachers work, don't they? The positions of the celestial bodies within the 6 elemental houses, and their relation to the major and minor arcana of the deck of 60, therein lie the secrets to tapping the ethereal power locked in the heavens. And soon, you too will become privy to these secrets. But not this day. No, I would not have you transcribe musty old tomes like I was once forced to do. No, the task I have for you is much more interesting. You see, I am expecting the arrival of a very important guest. My old mentor from the studium has agreed to make the journey from the old world to Ishgard, and speak with the Holy See regarding the implementation of Sharlayan astrological techniques in city-state defense. Alas, the professor and his party are now 7 full days late in arriving, and I have begun to worry for their safety. I should be much obliged, therefore, if you would inquire of the other astrologians here at the Athenaeum if they have heard aught. I think we can do that. Oh, and 2 of them are conveniently right over here. What would Lord Jean-Quinard think I had information on the whereabouts on a handful full of unbelievers from across the blood-brine sea? I'm an astrologer, not a fortune-teller. I cannot simply look to the stars and describe the location of the Viscount's guests. Unless his guests are dragons, that is. I suppose if anyone knew aught, it would be the Observatorium. We here at the Athenaeum are but students dedicated to research. Those with any influence in our field are assigned to the astroscope. Alright. And what say you, sir? Let me guess. The good Lord Jacquinard said he saw you in a vision, and that the stars told him that you were to study Sharlayan astrology with him. Am I close? You must be the 100th of his little pets to pester me this week alone. Is that so? You must have a devoted following. I harbor no ill toward ignorant unbelievers unlucky enough to find themselves caught up in talk of stars and fortunes, but you may tell that sorry excuse for an astrologian for the umpteenth time that I have heard not concerning his imaginary friends from faraway Sharlayan. Just go tell the Viscount I called him a sorry excuse for an astrologian, alright? Sure. If you say so. Well, what if I say so? Then what? Oh, is the 3rd one outside? Yes, the 3rd one is outside. Jean-Quinard's still waiting for word on his missing Sharlayans instead of actually making an effort to find them, is he? Of course he is. Is it any wonder that in the nearly 20 years since his return from Sharlayan, his skill in astromancy has remained unchanged? Any wonder that he has never yet managed to convince a single peer of the value of the Sharlayan school? He is a privileged little sprat who spends more time gazing at the stars in young maidens' eyes than actually trying to read the ones above his head. Alright, you tell the poor man I just returned from the observatorium, and one night at the communal feasting hall, happened to overhear Chief Astrologer Follamore speaking with one of his aides regarding Sharlayan. He was visibly upset, and I wasn't about to risk my career over something I care little about, so I merely put my head down and ate my beet soup. But that was all I know, and you did not hear from me. Alright. Hi, Jean Quinard. Master Voldemort! And I thought this day could not get any worse. Oh no, I'm not suggesting that meeting you in any way has been unfortunate. It's just, it may not be in our best interest to be seen together as of yet. There are certain people in the sea who do not approve of my studies. Couple that with the fact that you are an outsider and an unbeliever, and, well, people may come to their own conclusions. Of course, because, yeah, we know how very peering down with a steely glaze you Ishgardians are on unbelievers. Yeah, if you don't believe in Halone, you're an outcast. We must act with caution until we can prove that our intentions are just and for the good of all of Ishgard. So I must ask you to travel to the observatorium alone, and meet me there. Okay. I'm only doing it for you, though. Keep that in mind, man. So, yeah, why don't we move on to the observatorium, because we gotta run there from Camp Dragonhead, so see you there in a moment. Okay, so we have arrived here at the observatorium, so why don't we go on inside and find our Mr. Jean Quinard. And hope that he isn't waiting for us down at the bottom. No, he's going to be on a higher floor, thankfully. Thankfully, because this makes my job a little bit easier. Just a little bit. Okay, not up at this spot. So he must be right at the very top or something. And, here we are. Voldemort. Yeah, remember how much of a hard time this guy gave us back in year 1? Back in Realm Reborn? He was pretty crazy. Alright, Jean Quinard. We meet again. Mathia, allow me to apologize again for not accompanying you here. As for our business with the Chief Astrologian, you may leave the talking to me. Well, that's not hard, because the Warrior of Light's always a mute. Oh, Jean Quinard, I might have known it would be you. Who else would be so indecent as to drag an outsider into this holy place of observation? Oh, I've been here before. You know who I am. You have always had an unhealthy obsession with the fallen. 'Tis why you are as worthless to the Athenium now as you were when you returned from that heathen city nearly 20 summers since. Talk about stubborn. But the stars, they can serve us in other ways than merely revealing when the Horde will attack. Their powers can be tapped. The ether within can be used for... The ether should be left be. Has history taught you naught about the folly of the Nimians, the Amdapori, the Machi? Mine uncle, the Sharlians, have been wielding astromancy for ages without disrupting ethereal balance. This power, combined with Ishgardian astrology, could be what is needed to turn the tide of this 1,000-year conflict. Moreover, I have reason to believe that all masters at the vault agree, as they have given me their blessings to continue my research. Really, you actually convinced them? I did not come to change balls with you, Nuncle. Let us say that for another time. I'm here because it has come to my attention that you may have information as to the whereabouts of Professor Mace and his party from Sharlian. For someone who says he is not here to trade barbs, you've been quite generous in your dealing of them today. If it means you will leave and allow me to return to my work, then I'll be more than happy to let you know what information may have found its way to my desk just yesterday morning. Serpent Weaver sightings and foul weather prevented the Professor's ship from entering the Strait of Milthor, where they would have made their way up the Maiden and into Kerthus. After detouring around the south of Wildbrand, they finally disembarked at Vesper Bay, where they took the land route along the Allegan Royal Sun Road to the Black Shroud. It is there, it seems, they lost their way. A lost Astrologian. Ha! As it is my morning reading predicted, Dolomud was in detriment in the House of the Spire while ascending over the ecliptic. If that makes any sense. Mathia, you must journey to the Black Shroud and assist Professor Mace. Allow me to introduce you to Kimparen. He's my personal manservant and shall accompany you. Oh, the guy with the shield. Okay. Hello there, sir. So, what do you have? He is not one for conversation, but his sword arm is among the best in all the pillars. He should see you safe if any danger were to befall you, and something tells me danger lurks on the horizon. Indeed, I would agree wholeheartedly with that. And so, It is quite a pleasure to serve you, my lord. I shall make haste to Koi Mill and await you there. Alright. So we get to go home to the Black Shroud. More specifically, we get to go to the south of the Black Shroud. So, off to Koi Mill it is. I'll simply stay with you guys this time around. So off we go, South Shroud time. And we'll see what we can accomplish when we get there. Can we indeed find this missing party of people that Jean Quinard is so adamant about us meeting? Yeah, where's my escort? Here you are, Kimparan. My lord, I have questioned the residents of this hamlet and learned that a party of queerly dressed outsiders passed through not but a bell ago. It should not prove difficult to find them now, but before we begin, might I ask a moment of your time? Sure. I would not dare utter aught ill of my master, but his recent fixation with finding a protege, I believe it to be ill-considered. This passion, however, pure, has left him with more than one enemy within the astrological community. Lord Fallamore has seen to this. I fear not only for how his name might be sullied, but for his life. I beg of you, pray do not drag him any further down into this quagmire. Let him quietly dabble in his dream, but let it remain that, a dream. No good will come of encouraging him. It will only hurt the Viscount and his family. You must remember that while I serve Lord Jean Quinard, it is his father, the Count, who employs me. Now, as for the task at hand, I suggest we find the wayward travellers and hurry back to our respective hearths. I shall lead. Might I ask you to take the rear and see that none might take us unawares? Of course. So yeah, it looks like we're going to actually be having to engage in combat here, and if that is indeed true, then I need to be in Azys Dragoon gear for this. And before I go, I want to just get a quick fix on my gear. If I can remember where the mender is. Here you are. Get a quick mend from you. Thanks. And now we will go to Snake Molt, which is going to be over this way. In fact, well, it's actually not all that far. Thankfully. But yeah, we should be ready to fight. If they're going to be in through the gate here, we should be ready. Oh, we do have a full delegation here. Yeah, I think I know who attacked them. Yeah, those two are definitely worse for wear. While the other Astrologian has been captured. But fear not, the Azys Dragoon is here. These are the Sharlians we seek, and it appears that they have found themselves some trouble. Hello there. Unhand my grandfather! I think that's going to be a no. Feisty. We'll fetch a fine price for that one for the pleasure barge captains. How about no? Yeah. Looking at the Azys Dragoon. The soul has spoken. Think you can use your wisdom to be smart, or is he using it? Grab the old man. These wizard types carry on them all manner of big gemmed baubles and golden trinkets. Are we just gonna let them go? We're not gonna fight them? Up, or I'll toss you to the snakes. I'm shocked we're not even gonna draw blood here. You want to see the old man again? You leave us the girl. Try anything, and he's dead. Yeah, that really shocks me. That we're not gonna even attempt to make a rescue. Yeah, I'm sorry that the story won't allow me to do something about this. Grandfather's soul crystal. Why would he leave it here, surrendering any power he might have had to free himself from those bandits? Unless you were the one he saw in his reading before we left from the old city. But that was more than a moon ago. My grandfather scryed from the cards that he would serve as the bridge for countless souls to be passed to another. Might you be that other? These men of the forest are careless. Tracking them will be no difficult feat. I shall follow and strike before they have time to regroup in numbers. And she's immediately gonna stop us. The stars have spoken and laid their path not before you, but before the adventurer here. I give this to you. And so now, you must take the soul of the Astrologian and place it near your heart. Listen to the tales of those who walk before you, and know their journeys as do your own. As for the tools you require and the knowledge needed to wield them, I, Lla, shall see to those matters. You saw there was no fear in my grandfather's eyes when the bandits took him. This is because he has seen you come to his rescue. Our lives were written in the stars long before we trod upon this land. It is not by chance that you stand here today with the soul of the Astrologian in your hand. It is fate. As it would be with any soul I obtain, once I gain an elevated warrior class. But this is a standalone class. And so we get 24,000 experience points, the soul of the Astrologian, plus their weapon, as well as some gear to wear. At least we are now on our way with the first part of the Astrologian now unlocked. Alright. So since we need to be obviously equipped with this, hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, it's some of my friends messaging each other on Skype, so it doesn't bother me. Alright, so let's go ahead and change gears. So I'll be back in a moment after I have changed gears and got myself in a situation where it's appropriate for what we're going to be doing. Okay, so now I've gotten myself properly equipped because, yeah, they only gave me a few pieces of equipment, so I went ahead and got everything else that I needed. I got things for my hands, waist, feet, as well as some jewelry that I needed. So, now that we've taken care of all that and are properly equipped, let's speak with Miss Lla here to take on our first official challenge as an Astrologian, with a level 30 challenge entitled Fortune Favors the Bowl. Lla waits patiently for you to pull yourself together and equip her grandfather's soul crystal. We've already done that. Now listen carefully, for we haven't much time. The star globe which you hold is both your sword and shield. It will grant you strength as well as protection, but most important of all, it will grant you insight into the current location of the stars, enabling you to channel the heavens ether into your body for use in all manner of magics. The better attuned you become with the heavens and their malefic and benefic bodies, the better that ether might be manipulated to bring succor or pain. But as you already know, the star globe is not the only tool an astromancer has at his disposal. Yes, the arcana, or more specifically, the 6 major arcana, play a defining role in what type of astrologian you will become. Any layman will tell you that the cards can predict a man's future. This is both true and untrue. It is not the future that a card predicts, but the card influencing the man so that a certain future becomes more attainable. Seeking to tell a man's fortune, you draw a card from your deck. Upon reading your card, you scry that the man will be victorious in a coming battle. What is it that brings this man his victory is it but ether tapped from one of the lower 6 heavens, granting the man strength, making it all that much easier for him to overcome his enemy. Of course, what card is drawn is linked directly to a target's destiny, as well as yours. Are you the one who will see this man to fortune, or will you lead him to downfall? It all depends on your reading. Normally, I would not dare cover so much in the first lesson, but it is my grandfather who has placed his life in your hands, and I am not about to watch him have his throat slit because you cannot tell the face of an arcana from its back. We have two seemingly capable soldiers here to take the brunt of the bandits' blows. Allow them to carve a trail of carnage while you convince the stars to nudge the two in a direction favorable to my kin. I understand this must be a lot to digest. No kidding. But if you are ever to become a capable astrologian, you must believe in the path laid out before you, and in your power to read it, follow it, and ultimately control it. Take some time to acclimate yourself to your new abilities, and let me know when you are ready to begin. You've learned all astrologian actions and traits to level 30. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in actions and traits below. Okay. So, yeah. The challenge will begin the instant we speak with her. So, let's go ahead and see what we have. So, let's take a look at the list of actions and traits that I have. Okay, so no actions, it's all just under job. So we have Malefic, which is an attack spell. Benefic, which is my cure spell. Combust, which is unexpected damage over time, so it is I'm guessing it's a debuff. Light Speed, reduces cast times for spells by 2.5 seconds, while reducing magic potency for 25%, so there's a trade-off on that. So, probably not best used on light spells, but we'll see how this works. Luminiferous Aether, at level 8. Reduces amenity generation, additional effect Refresh, for refresh potency of 60. Helios, restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members, so that's my group healing spell. Ascend, resurrects target, so that's my raise ability. Essential Dignity, a stronger version of the Benefic spell. Exalted Detriment, removes a single detriment effect from the target, so that's my Asuna. Stella, deals unexpected damage with a potency of 100 and also heavies an enemy for 20 seconds. Also have Benefic 2 and Draw. Draw a card from your divining deck. Execute command again to use the card drawn. Only one card can be drawn at a time for 15 seconds. Recast timer cooldown will begin once the drawn card is read or the draw timer expires. Okay, so that's my draw. So this is my draw. It says Spear Drawn, so I'm guessing that's an attack ability. And so then we would go ahead and use that. So let that reassert itself. So I have my Malefic, my Benefic, my Light Speed, my Helios, which is my group heal, my Luminiferous Aether. It'll probably take a while to remember what some of these things do, but in time I'm sure I will get it right. Essential Dignity, which is an enhanced heal. We have Ascend, which is raise. Stella is over here. Benefic, Exalted Detriment. Okay, well, let's see what we can do on attempt number 1. Hopefully this won't go too hard on me. I see in your eyes that you are ready. Whether that actually makes you ready or not, only time will tell. Time, unfortunately, is something we no longer have in abundance. Let me take you to the shadows and find out where these bandits are holding my grandfather. May the stars be our guide. So, here we go. Yeah, they even give you an opportunity to level beforehand, but hopefully it will not be that desperate. Alright. Lead on. Draw a card. You were drawn. I want to see if I can at least cause some damage. Of course, I also don't know if I'm supposed to necessarily... I'm sure I'll figure it out. But But yeah, we can heal my party. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. Oh, what do we have here? This is a call from my grandfather's deck. He's leaving us a trail to follow. Well, that's good. Mathia, its power is now your own. Well, that's nice, but shouldn't we be sitting here? Oh, pick it up. Yeah, I was wondering, do I get to pick up this card, or is it automatically given to me? But no, we get to pick it up now. Your stars in dignity with the balance. There are 6 major arcana. We must find the other cards. Alright. So whenever you're ready. Or are you leaving this all on me? I guess it's up to me to lead, because, yeah, they're reluctant to do it themselves. Oh, I have to open. Alright. I'll draw then. Alright. Go. I really want to get that Chancer because he's the one I need to worry about the most. Because that's their healer. If I can get their healer out of the way, I can make my life a lot easier. Ooh, Shrug Guide. Let me heal you a bit. Actually, it might be smarter for me to go with a more powerful heal spell. Yeah, this is what we should be going with. And then we'll use just regular Shroud Guy or regular Benefic when that situation opens. Okay, where to now? This way. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get caught up for attempting to grab the arrow. Alright. And I think I also saw another card. Yeah, but we've already had the Ewer before. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to draw again anyway. Are you just gonna watch me? Yeah, I was about to say, are you just gonna watch me? Am I just gonna fight this thing on my own? Yeah, because, yeah, well, there are more cards over here. One thing I'm noticing is that I'm getting an stat enhancement as we go along here. Oh, gotta back off. Back off. Draw a card. Ooh, nice. Nice use of the that ability. And why don't we go ahead and just pick on the clans here? Makes sense. Alright, that's done. Obtain the Ewer card, but I want to see if there are any more cards if we go further down. Will there be more cards if we go further down? Draw a card. Drew the arrow again. Yeah, anytime, guys. Yeah, I'm in danger. My life is at risk. My life is at risk. It needs to be protected. Alright, that takes care of you. Alright, there are no further cards this way, so back the way we came. Alright, see the bowl over here. So yeah, this will be card number 4. So we got that one. Yeah, I'm gonna try and lure that one. I'm gonna try and lure him over here. And of course, it brings in the whole group. Draw a card. Nice. lock on the Chancer, and, well, we'll heal myself first, but then we'll go and beat up the Chancer, because that's their healer. Alright, we need to get to Kimparen and heal him, because, yeah, he's suffering a bit. Awesome. Right, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn there, Shrug Guy. Even though we don't know who you are, even though we don't know what your name is. Okay, I see another card, the Spire. Oh, but look what's blocking this. 2 lesser Klongs and a tree ant. Ugh. The Destroyer, huh? Well, let's see if we can't destroy stuff with this. In fact, while we're here, let's draw on the others. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna regret this decision. Quite a bit, actually. Ugh. Don't worry, I've got you healed. I've got you healed. Ugh. Alright, you're dead. Alright. Grab the Spire card. Okay, so done well so far, at least I'd like to think so. See if I can slip around this lesser Klong and not draw his attention. Okay, there's nothing further over here, which means we're fine to continue. And look where he went. Oh, well, we're gonna have to fight it anyway. Alright, draw a card. We're going to draw a card and just wail away. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm definitely noticing the boost in my stats. It shows me that I can actually contribute in combat in this battle. It's crazy that we're almost 10 minutes into it. And we're about to get out of here. Ah, you can't fool me. Found the last card. So yeah, that's all 6. I do believe that is the 6th one we required. Okay, I want to target the Sharp Eye. Alright, coming to you. Yeah, let's see if that comes true. What if our choice was to come here all along? I don't know, but we're definitely wearing out the ads quickly, and that worries me. Alright, let's give a heal to Kimparen. And now let's start healing his friend. Alright, now over to you. In fact, let's combust you a bit. Yeah, now that we've gotten all this stuff, let's... Summoning right. What? I don't think that was good. Avoid sense, yeah. Isn't that just amazing? Oh, I'm definitely hurting them quite a bit. It's a shame the Deep Void already was suffering quite a lot. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's stepped up her game here. Yeah, she is not fooling around with this. And it's a good thing that Stella can attack the group. Or is it attacking group? Am I just... Oh, wow. Kimparen, well, we need to get you back on the right side of things, or else we're gonna lose you, and I don't want to take a disqualification and start all this over. There we go. Now to seal the deal on this bitch. There we go. We got it. So now that we've rescued Mr. Mace, so where's P. Diddy? I was not told there would be 2 Astrologians. Enough of this. Hey, I didn't know either before I started this. At least that's the story I'm going with, but of course, having seen previews of the game, we already knew about it. And so now, I am Kimperen, in the employ of Lord Jean Quinard. I am sent to escort you back to Ishgard. Are you unhurt, my lord? Jean Quinard, you say? And where is my former student? His constant pestering is one of the reasons I agreed to make the long trip from the old world. I see none but Kimperen and this adventurer. I too have seen no other. Just like you didn't see those bandits until their knives were up our asses. But that is of no matter. It was all as the stars had foretold. Hello there. At your service. Yes, I saw this adventurer long before even setting foot on this accursed continent when the Arcana whispered and told me I would find a worthy successor for my soul crystal. And having witnessed how he eased into his new role but mere moments after taking up the crystal, globe, and deck. Yes, I knew at once my reading was true and that this adventurer was the Astrologian I had been seeking. But now, let us see if he has the potential for greatness within him. So where are you taking me? Oh, we get to go see some Avatar-style flowers. Look to the skies, Mathia, and there you will see six stars aglow in pale yellow. This is the ball. So let's have a look. This constellation is thought to be the first gate to the first heaven. The heaven which holds the world tree, planted by the matron and nurtured by the keeper. The world tree is the source from which all life is said to have sprung. The trunk of the world tree, or the ball, offers protection to the weak, defending them from harm. There we go. You have now opened that gate, and its power is yours to command. Very well. A solid ball represents a solid foundation. It is not coincidence that this very constellation is risen to mid-heaven at this very moment. The moment of an Astrologian's birth. And to think, I saw all of this a moon ago. It seems I am a better reader of fates than I thought. But I jest. It has been a long journey with more than its share of unexpected excitement. I am an old man, and one does not need a deck of arcana to see that my weary legs will not carry me much longer. Let us make haste to Ishgard, so that I may give that ungrateful Jean Quinard a proper upbraiding. Alright. And I guess you'll be the one who takes me under your wing? The ball blazes in the welkin, unlocking the gate to the first heaven. And it's not going to come with a new ability? Because that's what I was expecting. So yeah, we have to go back to the Athenaeum. So, meet you guys back there in a moment, and we will meet with Jean Quinard once again. Okay, we have returned to the Athenaeum here in Ishgard. So let's go back inside and meet with our good friend Jean Quinard to complete this challenge. And looks like everyone else is here. That's awesome. Hello again. Jean Quinard, 20 odd summers passed, and still the flippin' clod I lost half my hair tutoring. Sending an adventurer to find the man you summoned halfway across Heidelin. Always taking the easy route, and you wonder why you still haven't been able to open the second Heaven's Gate. Allow me to explain, Professor. You see, I was waiting here in case you made it to Ishgard before my manservant and Mathia can locate you. Think of the confusion if you had arrived here only to find the Athenaeum empty. Wait, how did you know I haven't opened all the gates? I think we know why. Oh, you are inept. My grandfather is the greatest astrologian in all Sharlayan. There is naught he doesn't know unless he doesn't wish to know it. You, of all people, should know that. Perhaps I was hasty in my decision to remain here and see to your training. Train me? You? But what of Professor Mace? Isn't that why he made the journey? My grandfather has already completed this task. He simply came to Ishgard out of courtesy to an old pupil, one who it appears he wasted several decades on. Yeah, you busted. Wasted? What are you implying, my lady? Oh, my dear Laveva, you still do not see it, do you? Without Jean Quinault stumbling into my tutelage nearly 2 decades past, he never would have taken this adventure under his wing and sent on to us in his stead. It was all as the stars had planned. Your soul crystal. Professor, this adventurer has stolen your soul of the Astrologian. Ever the unobservant Jean. If this adventurer had stolen my crystal, Laveva would have read up some terrible fate for the lad. No, Mathia is my successor, something I mistakenly thought he might be, but even I cannot see every future, it seems. But do not despair, I have not given up on you completely. Despite your failings, you have tried your best to promote the Sharlayan School of Astrology here in this den of fools who fail to see Oz and all beyond the Dragon's Star. I wish to see you continue that fight, and that is why I've bade Laveva to remain here and continue your and this adventurer's training. Alright. I see. This is all rather overwhelming. Might I have time to consider your words? No, you either continue your training with me and your protégé, or you can crawl back to obscurity. I shall give you both civil turns of the sun to study the basics of Sharlayan astrology. It should not be hard for you, Jean Quinault, considering you've had more than a 2-decade head start. Once you have committed the basics to memory, then return here. In the meantime, I will be traveling Eorzea, searching for locations where Mathia and you, Jean Quinault, will unlock the remaining Heaven's Gates. But you were only recently set upon by bandits. Perhaps traveling alone so soon is unwise. Don't you think I know that? That is why you will be lending me the services of your able manservant, Kimperen. Unless you have a problem with that. I will, I will. Yes, of course, Lady Laveva. Anything for the granddaughter of Sharlayan's finest professor of astrology. Kimperen, you heard the lady. And of course, thank you very much for offering your assistance once again. Very good. Now I shall see my grandfather to the airship landing. But before we depart, let me teach you of the diurnal sect, so that you may learn to wield the power of those stars which are aligned with the sun. Alright. Well, we have to go outside to do this? Alright. Well, we've completed our challenge, and get a new ability too. And so, divinations of Astrologian's transcendent echo deep within your soul. We'll get our next quest at level 35, of course. Because, yeah, this applies for any warrior class that can be done, so... yeah, I guess we won't see them again, at least not in this Let's Play. I might show off the various side challenges for the various new jobs as we go on, as part of a side thing that I'll do, but I want to focus my attention, of course, on main story. Plus also taking care of the other 2 new jobs, the 2 new warrior classes that have been introduced in this game. So, since we've had an opportunity to sample what the Astrologians can do, next time we'll go to take on another job. And so with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And when I join you again, we'll make our way back over to the Skysteel Manufactory and learn what it takes to become a machinist. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.